Hey everybody, it's your boy Devin Williams, the barber coach of Six Figure Barber, back again with another episode of the Six Figure Barber podcast. Today we have another guest today. This is one of my good friends, Jasmine. Introduce yourself, Jasmine.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, owner of Styles of Elegance Salon in Jenkintown. I've been in business for about 13 years now, so I come to show some love.
Yeah, so there you go. I know her for a while. We went to hair school together, everything. So this is like, it's like family right here. Take it back. So Jazz, we're going to start off by asking you, what made you want to start doing hair? Like, what was that one thing in your life that said, okay, this is what I'm going to do?
I always feel bad because it's not like one thing. I think I was just like in survival mode. Like, I got to make some money. And I was doing hair. I was 16, doing some weaves for like $50. And I was making money off of it. And somebody was like, you should go to school. And I took that and I went to school. I actually was in school for accounting and business. And then while I was in school, just having the conversation, people loved the way I was doing hair. I was getting good feedback. And then it was kind of like I needed a pivot. I just had my child. So I was like, school was okay, but it wasn't fitting me at the moment. I needed money more than I needed to be in school. So that's when I went to hair school. Did a year in hair school, came out.
It's rap since then, huh?
Listen, give me a check, it's a rap.
You hit the ground running, didn't you?
And I had a child, so I had to.
So how long, cause I know you didn't go right into your own shop right away, right?
No, I was about 2 years before I went into my own shop.
Okay, so how was that, experience working for somebody else?
That's what made me want to open a shop too. Working with other people once I graduated and got into a salon. I enjoyed doing hair, but I didn't enjoy where I was at. So that made me feel like, okay, I can do this. I can make money off of this. I can do this, but I need a pivot of being comfortable in my space, which then led me to then open my own shop. One of my clients had actually gave me the heads up that there was a shop in Jenkintown that was open. And I think the rent was like $800 at that point. And you know how commission work. I was giving the owner more than $800. So I'm like,
that's a no-brainer,
$800. Okay, yeah.
And that's where you at right now, or are you somewhere else? That was kind of, it was in the same area.
Yes. I was on like a back street, which like a little hidden street. It was small. The bathroom was tiny. Everything was my first little shop. And then I made my way over to on York Road.
Gotcha.
And that's when I seen like a real change, because the back road, not a lot of traffic could see me. It was a little difficult to pull people in. I was getting it, but it was just a little bit different. So when I moved to York Road and on the busy street and the main street,
it made a big difference. More walk-in type
more
traffic. More
walk-ins, just more people seeing you. I was in business for 5 years already, so I kind of had a different mindset and knew a little bit more on what to do with it. So that added to it.
So I guess now that you have your own shop, and you said, how long has it been again?
13 years in December. It'll be 13 years.
13 years.
I was 23 when I opened my shop.
23. I say, so what is like some of the lessons that you learned, through that process of like building your own business and just going through the ups and downs of trying to make it work? Like, what was that for you?
I would say staying in my lane. In the beginning, I was trying to do everything. Like, I was grasping. Like, I want to do this. I need this in here. And then after a while, it was just like, just stay in my lane. Like, this is what I'm good at. I'm good at weaves, or I'm good at, washing curls, or I'm fast. I got speed. So it just became just like staying in my lane. And I would just say, as a person that's been in it for a while, what I would say to other people is don't be so quick to do what you see everybody else is doing. It looks so simple. It looks easy. Everyone got an ebook. Everyone can but kind of like find your niche and ride it and max it out, perfect it, and then add to it.
Yeah, and that's what me and Quadir was talking about, like sticking with that one thing and, like you said, maximizing
on that.
And I had the same problem. I was trying to like do this, do that. Like I'm trying to do Forex. I'm trying to do event spaces. Like it's all this stuff I'm trying to do because I want the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at like I need the money.
You get nervous too.
That is like, dang, I'm taking away all this energy I could be putting towards
this one thing.
The one thing. And that's once I got that concept, I was like, all right, I'm going to focus. And that's when things start to get better. Yeah. So that's definitely a true fact. And that's definitely a gem too for people that, want to that are in this industry that feel like they're not making enough money, so they shift to other things. With
you don't gotta do that.
You don't gotta do all that, man.
You don't gotta. It's that part. I will say is simple. If you good at something, if you already have people coming to you for that, if they loving that service, maximize it. Yes, you can teach it to other people. That's another way to maximize it. If you really good at it, yes, teach it to someone else. Pass it on. You could charge for that as well. But I just think that a lot of people in this industry, like, it just gets out of hand. Everybody wants to do. Everyone can't color. Everyone can't do a banging silk press. Everybody can't do everything perfectly. But you have your niche.
Like for me now, like I found my niche. Like cutting hair is great. Like I don't. It's my bread and butter is what kept me going. But at the end of the day, it's like, do I want to cut 20 people a day?
Yeah.
Do I want to be on my feet all day doing that? So that's why I said, look, I'm gonna shift gears. Instead of being a generalist doing everything, let me just specialize in something that I know is a high ticket price, that I know I can get a lot of money for, and just run with that.
And I think also, like with the man weaves and also with like closures and frontals, I think it's cool to like be testing yourself as you do it. Like, I'm going to make this disappear. Like, it's going to be seamless.
Exactly.
No one's going to be able to tell. No one's going to know that this is a closure. Like, I feel like when I'm doing those type of things over like a press and curl or some braids, I feel like that gives me that excitement. Like, watch me work this real quick. Like,
exactly.
Man, let me watch me. They ain't even gonna know.
And when I actually am doing my hair units, like I'm more like in my zone. It's like it's more creative energy that I'm putting out.
Exactly.
And it challenges me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at first when I was first start doing them, I wasn't comfortable. Like, okay, am I gonna do this way or that way? But now since I've been doing it so much, it's like
boom, boom, bang.
It's like a challenge, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna rip this joint. Like
watch this.
He gonna look at this joint. He be like, yo, where's the hair start and where's the toupee at? Like,
you step back yourself and be like,
hey, yo, I did that.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I had an older guy come into me for the first time. He was actually going to somebody else. An older white guy, he's like 80 years old. And I'm like, Dad, well, how was he doing your hair unit? He said, man, he gave me a bang. I said, he gave you a bang. I'm like, he went to go home and cut it off. I'm like, Dad, well, brother, I'm gonna give you a hairline, okay? So by the time I got done doing his hair, he looked in the mirror and said, brother,
he was in tears.
He was like, wow. And I want to say, like, after he left, about like 30 minutes after he left, his wife calls. Aww. She was like, his hair looks amazing. Aww. He was like, he looked like a young man. He make me want to go get my hair. Yeah, exactly. That's why we do it, though. She was like, you make me want to go get my hair done now. I'm like, oh, man.
I do the wife.
Oh man, but she was talking about not hair like hair unit, but like just her hair in general.
Period, yeah.
But but it's just that you get that feeling of people like really enjoying what you did to their hair.
Facts.
And that's where it really counts at. You know what I'm saying? I'm making a difference in somebody's life. And making them feel better.
Exactly. No, that's dope though. That's dope.
And I be trying to tell these, my younger guys around me, don't stop chasing the money aspect of it. Because you chase the money of it, you always gonna be chasing. So if you just enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, and do it for the love of it, the money's going to come. You're not going to have to be worrying about this, that, and the third. But also, you got to have a dog on you. If you don't got a dog on you, and you in this industry, it's going to be hard, man.
I feel like it's a middle ground between being humble and going at it. Like, you got to remain humble. You got to remember the build up. You got to remember all the work you put in, the blood, sweat, and tears. You got to remember sitting there and not having no clients. You got to remember that. Because don't forget, we all a step away from that. Like I always tell everybody, like, yeah, it looks great, but we one step away from that one mess up that can put you off. So I always say just stay humble and just focus and give good customer service, give good work, be consistent, all of those things. What you want
I always say, like, my clients turn into family.
Fix.
Simply because, like you were saying, like, good service.
Yes. Consistency.
Consistency. I built a rapport with these people.
Watch their kids grow up.
Everything. I'm cutting the father, the son, the grandfather, whoever, they're all coming here, and then it gets to the point now, like, they trust me enough, like, oh, can you come to my house and do my hair? Yeah. And that's when you really build that relationship with them. So I always say there's a lot of people that I cut that I look like, all right, if I was ever outside of my shop, I could probably hang out with this person because we built a relationship to that point. We're like, yo, we cool, like, we can hang out. And I have a few clients that I've built relationships with that I end up becoming friends with. So I just think it's really a big thing, like, within the industry, not just barbering, but just the hair industry itself. Just to carry yourselves in that way,
Very much.
Be professional, watch what you say out your mouth.
Yes.
Not everybody wants to hear what you got to say.
Watch the music you playing.
There you go too. You just it's
check
just
your attitude at the door. You had a bad morning, check it. check it. Don't come in here with the bad attitude.
So, have you had any experiences with your team or your staff where you felt like, what's going on? Like, is this going to work? Or are we good? Is this not going to work? Or
I feel like whoever is not going to work, they do what it needs to do. Like I give everything to God, to be honest. As far as like building my salon home, everybody that's in there I've been with for years. We talking 7, 8, 9, years.
Yeah, so they like family at this point.
Like so when it's off, it's like, yo, what's up?
Exactly. I would say more so like in the beginning, like I guess before you kind of solidified your team and your people that were kind of there. Like,
to be honest, everyone I got has pretty much been with me for a very, very long time. In the beginning, I do feel like you kind of want someone in the chair, so you kind of will put someone in there just to get it in there. And then I learned that that's not the best thing, because you want people that want to be there. You want people that's going at it. You want people that's like-minded. You want all those things. So you really got to figure out what type of salon or barbershop you want to run and go from there. Base it off of that. When someone comes in, based off how they talk to you, how they work look, how their work ethics is, are they on time? Do they think 10 minutes is nothing? Like, does that mean nothing to them? Do they not care about the extra hairspray or oil sheen or whatever the case may be? Do they not want to take it a step farther? Do they care about a client's birthday or just anything? Those little things. I think if that's the type of home you want, then create that type of home. Don't just rush to get somebody in a chair, because they will rip it up.
My phone is going crazy right now. I'm telling you, boy. I'm like, yo, I can't.
I'm trying to live that life.
And it's my wife, so I mean, she be all right. She knows I'm doing a podcast. But I feel like being a barber in this stage in my life, I've grown a lot. I've done a lot. I've been through a lot. The ups and downs. Like you said, I always look back to when I first started and not having what I have now, and not being able to be blessed to do what I'm doing right now. And it's definitely a blessing. I feel like God is really working in my life the right way. And it's really opened my eyes to what's out there for me to do. I really stopped going to hair shows, and I was like, I got to go back to these hair shows and kind of get back in the mix just to kind of see what's going on.
But are the hair shows doing what the hair shows used to be? Everything is so different now.
Yeah.
Everything is so different.
I've been to like I guess the IBS, like the really, really big one. I haven't been to one of those in a while, or the Bronner Brothers show in a while. I've been to like more of the barber ones that's catered to just barbers.
Got you. I keep forgetting. I gotta remember.
Yeah. No, it's all good. But these are getting big now. But it's like, actually, last one I went to was in Chicago, and I shot a vlog on YouTube. So go watch that video. So I basically.
I forget about the networking part. I really do. I get lost.
I mean, did you ever have to network with anybody or like have a mentor with like anything you're doing right now, or did you ever have that?
I mean, in the beginning, I took a boatload of classes. I was always in a class, on somebody's class, in somebody's class, trying to do something. But again, the industry is changing so much. Anybody can take hair classes. Like, I used to get upset, like, why is everybody in here not licensed? There's be little stuff like that. Like, I want to be in a class where everybody in here is licensed.
Professional,
and yes, they're professional. We're all on the same page. And I just think the industry, while it's okay, I get it. We all got to make a buck. I just feel like the hair industry has really shifted a little bit, where there's just a lot of people doing hair and there's a lot of different classes. I have like booked an appointment to get my hair done and thinking someone's been doing hair for like years, and they'd be like, oh no, I've just been doing this for 6 months. I just learned last week. I'm like,
oh, when did this happen? This is recent?
I got locks done before. It's just that there's so many people doing hair, and Instagram, you cannot tell who's new, who's old, who's in it, who's been in it, who's licensed, who's not licensed. You can't tell.
And the thing about social media, it really does. I feel like it jacks it up for a lot of people.
It does.
Even as far as this barber side of things, a lot of these newer barbers is coming in, hitting people in the head, like $100, $150, $200 for a basic beard and a regular haircut. And by all means, if you're able to do it, I'm happy for you.
Looking at yourself like, am I charging enough?
Exactly. It makes you feel some type of way. And now you're trying to chase after this. I'm like, but that's why it's good to, like you said, take classes figure out what that lane is for you. Stop trying to be like everybody else you see online, because a lot of this stuff be fluff.
Yeah.
It don't even be real. Now, there's some people out there really doing this, but a lot of it is fluff, man.
And a lot of it, I'm sorry, I think it's who you know. If you know the right people, you get connected to the right people.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Which is great. Look, I'm not knocking any of it. It's all good. It's just, you do have to kind of weed through this industry a little bit.
Yeah, it's cutthroat.
Very much.
And for all the new barbers and stylists, I feel like it's really important for them to understand. Like, this is not, I own this shop.
It's not competition.
Yeah, you're here with me. I know you expect me to do certain things for you, but also do not forget that you're your own business.
This is your personal hustle.
So you got to promote yourself as well.
Very much. And don't be so mean. Everybody it's enough money out here for everybody. I'm going to say it again. It's enough money out here for everybody. We all here to make money. I don't want to call it gatekeeping, because nothing's free. Like, you got to pay. But I just feel like when I first came out, I was trying to call all the dope stylists. I was trying to, like, hey, can I come watch you? Can I come see you? Like, I admire your work. I want to be just like you. And I feel like it's not like that anymore.
Well, you got to think, when we first came into the game, all we had was like Facebook.
Yeah,
a little bit of Instagram, but it wasn't what it is right now.
It wasn't.
So it's like, this for us to market ourselves is way different. For us to get the clientele is way different. I remember I used to work, this when I worked for somebody else back in Lansdale. And I remember I was new in the shop. I mean, I had a little bit of people that I was doing from when I was cutting out the house before I got into the shop. And whenever I would see somebody walk past the street, I would go run outside and I would be like, yo, I'm 13 years in and I still do that. Did you just walk by and look at the sign? Here you go. Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, I think people get too comfortable and they think that since they cutting a couple of heads and they making some money that I'm good.
That's why I said God will humble you. I just try to stay humble.
Man, look, I say this. Hair units has changed my life. And I feel like if I didn't make that pivot, I'd have been stuck.
That's cool.
I'd have been stuck at the ceiling. I'd have been complaining about, dang, this ain't enough. Expenses is going up. The cost of living is going up.
All of it.
Everything is going up. I don't remember. I go to the grocery store. I buy 4 things. I'm already over $100.
Okay.
So it's like, let alone your car note, your mortgage, whatever else you got going on. Like I say to my other barbers, if you ever see what my expenses are, your head will probably fall off your neck.
Or if they believe it, I think some people don't even realize.
Because it's like, they don't realize how good they have it when things are more simple. You know, me personally, I remember I was talking to one of my mentors when I was in hair school, and he was like, I would never open another barbershop in my life. I was like, huh?
Why?
And I was like, why? Like,
do you notice everyone that owns a shop, though, or a barbershop, really kind of say that?
Yeah.
Like, anyone that kind of owns in this industry is like, I got my baby and it's doing what it needs to do, but I would never do this again.
Like, I love my guys. I love my team. If I was to do something ever remotely close to having a shop, would be sweets.
Yep.
So now I don't got to worry about nothing.
Yep.
You have your suite. I have my suite.
We good.
You pay your weekly joint, and you can do what you want to do in your suite. You can act how you want to act in your suite. You can talk how you want to talk in your suite.
As a business person, I want sweets. I would do sweets. But as like, I do love the old school salon feel though. No, like I do love being with my girls, and you know, when we have a good morning and everybody's laughing and talking about their day and getting their hair done, and we getting someone together for an event, we making people smile. Like, I do love that, and sweets does make it personal. I just feel like the way the world is going, you have to have sweets now.
Yeah, and I was thinking, like, a lot of times people just don't want to be around certain energies, and not everybody's going to get along, and I understand that.
That's true.
So it's like, I feel like, especially people that are like really established in what they're doing, they want to be in their own space. Yeah. And I kind of started realizing that maybe like a year or two ago. Like, yo, I think sweets is really what's going to start really taking over. Not saying that the shop setting is going to die, but I feel like it's going to start taking a back seat to some of these things. Like you said, everything evolves, everything changes, everything gets better as years go on. But that's what I would do.
If I had sweets, though, I would have like mandatory classes in the sweets, like group meetings and stuff like that. Because I do feel like in the salon, you do learn more than what you learn in the suites. Like, I was never a short hair person, but I had a stylist that was short hair. I've learned short hair.
Exactly.
I can do short hair now. I can Marcel. I can cut. I can do it because I watched her. Now,
Gotcha.
if she's never come to my salon, I might not have learned.
You know, but I think that as new stylists, or even like not new, but like it has not as many years in the game as somebody that's been doing it for a while. I think it's a crucial component for them to be in a shop setting.
Yeah.
So that they can pick up and learn different things in that setting. So then once you've got your feet wet, you've been doing it for a while, and you got to establish clientele, you're moving, you're doing all the good things. Then the transition from,
That's kind of what I want to produce. Something where you can kind of transition into suites. Like, it's still a place where you can learn, and you can still have a place to like come to others because that's what hair really, to me, that's what hair is about. I've learned new ways sitting right in my chair. Like, been like, hold on, let me try this. Oh, wait, that works. I can pass this on to someone else. But I also want a space where I can move them into their own environments and be able to have their own space. So I would love to have like that middle ground of openness, but still
I feel
suites.
like I think I seen something like that where it was a salon suites, but they also had an open salon floor.
Yes,
where
exactly.
they had people that worked in the salon floor, but then they had the suites too as well.
Exactly.
Which I think is great because people that are not ready for the salon suites.
Junior stylists should be on the floor, and then you move. Senior stylists that want to be alone, they can be in the suites. But
exactly.
I do think in order to get out there, you do not want to be a stylist that just graduated hair school walking into a suite.
Nah.
And I don't want to see you do that because I love this industry too much to see you just walk straight into a suite and try to carry that bag. It's not easy. It's still a lot to learn. Hair school gets you to a certain point.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, most of these salon suites you paying like $300 a week. Not saying that's not doable, but
I think it's a lot. I mean, I'm gonna say I think it's a lot because I don't own the suites yet, but I do think it's within. But again, if you're just starting out and
it's gonna be a lot for you.
It's gonna be a lot.
It's gonna be traumatic.
Supplies and everything. You're gonna want to quit the first week.
Because I feel like people don't understand ownership. It can be a very, very hard thing, and just the level of stress, the level of headache. The level of sometimes you just like you ain't get head because you're like, okay, what am I going to do? This is not working, or is it working? Bills,
how many times
all
are
kind
you
of
in
stuff.
the middle of a cut and stuff is going on within the shop that you have to do both? Like you have to shoot the TV won't turn on. I'm like, did you press power? Did you unplug it, plug it? Like, how many times are you in the middle of something where you literally have to stop and turn into boss mode?
It's crazy. Sometimes I'll be back in my little room back here. And I come out here when I just to see what's going on. It could be a big old pile of hair just sitting by. I'm like, I'm all the way in the back. I come out here and I'm sweeping it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once again, I'm the owner, so
want to keep it going.
I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I can't expect everybody else to be on that because this is not their business, it's mine. But I would love for my people to treat this like it's yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be that's why they need a suite. You gotta put them in a suite.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, I came out here, I'm like, towels over the joint, overflowing. I'm like, okay, I know y'all see the towels piling up, but y'all just keep putting the towels on top of there.
Of course.
Then there's hair on the floor. I'm like,
that's because we see everything.
I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm not.
Oh, well, of course we do.
No indictment on y'all. I love my team, but
they know they do it too. They'll probably laugh at it like my bad. My bad.
But it's like those are the things that as an owner that we have to deal with and internalize on a daily basis.
Very much.
And then also, are we making the right decisions? Are we helping our team out as best we can? Are we being good leaders? And these are the things that are sitting. I feel like this sits on my shoulders when I'm doing this.
Because you care about they're not just workers. I tell my stylists that all the time. Like, if you slow, I'm slow. I don't care if my stuff is moving. In my head, I'm still like, we slow. Like, it don't matter. I want your chair filled like I want. It don't matter. When I'm pushing something, I'm pushing it for you too. When I'm coming up with new ideas, I'm coming up with new ideas for my stylists too. And
it's like I tell my guys, I said, look, man, it's not going to be easy. I said, especially the newer ones that are just trying to like get right. I said, look, it took me. I said, you got to remember, I was working for somebody else for 7 years before I had my own.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So 7 years I was working, and I worked my way from being just the regular barber to managing the shop. So that amount of time took me to get to the point where my clientele was steady enough to be like, okay, I'm comfortable. And then, I was able to go get my own apartment. I bought my own car. Well, I had my car before that, but it just allowed me
upgraded.
Yeah, it allowed me to keep doing more, and
Yeah.
then it gave me the opportunity to have my own shop. But I think it's crucial that you work on really building your clientele and being intentional about building your clientele. Like if you're not in the shop and you're out somewhere in your neighborhood or in the market or somewhere, speak.
Always.
I'll be looking at people here because they probably think like, why he looking at me? You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
because you like, I'm just thinking how I could cut that.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to be constantly on your grind. Like you're a salesman at all times at this point, because you could be anywhere and you can get a client. They'd be like, yo, come check me out. Half off for the first haircut, whatever. Say whatever you gotta say to get him in your chair.
But see, that's because we a little old now. That's because that's back in the, now it's take a picture and put it on Instagram.
But even with that, it's like, if you're not tagging it the right way.
I know that.
Yeah.
We know that.
Mm-hmm.
But society and makes you feel like, take a picture, post it on Instagram, you will be rich and famous. Like that's all. It's good. Go viral one time, you'll be good.
But how long?
That's the way the world is.
Mm-hmm.
I had a just recently actually, and I've been in business for 13 years. Just recently, a client came in. I did not know that she was an influencer. I did not know that she was this Instagram person.
I seen that video. I think I seen that, yeah.
Did not know anything about I didn't even know she was recording. I didn't even know, like, I seen a little bit of nip, here and there, but all my clients do that. Didn't think nothing of it. She posted a video. I think I'm not even sure if she did tag me. I woke up the next day, 100 new followers still going up. Bookings, like actual bookings.
Wow. From
this, my clients calling me, oh my gosh, I see you on, I'm like, on where? I see you did such and such here. And I'm like,
That's
so
crazy.
Wait, one person can come in. I've been doing hair for 13 years. One person can come in, and she's such a sweetheart though. Get their hair done, post a picture, says it's good, says it's great, and you're good.
That's crazy.
But like I said, I've been doing hair for 13 years.
Yeah.
This actually brought me bookings.
Yeah.
And I post pictures all the time. So it's just amazing how social media works.
And it is really the younger generation, like the generation that's come up after us, that really understands and grasps that concept.
Yes.
Like, I'll be so busy sometimes. I'm like, I ain't got time to be doing this.
I'm still trying to figure out, like, how do I get there? I'm trying to clean up backgrounds. So I'm like, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. She did one video.
It was out of here.
One video.
That's crazy. Like, and I'll be really working on, like, trying to shoot content for myself. Hence why I got quieter here now.
Be setting up cameras, be trying to do all this extra stuff. Smile, turn this way, walk back in, do it again. Yes.
Because you really got to force yourself. Like,
because my passion is not a video content creator. My passion is doing hair.
But that's what it is nowadays. Like, new barber, he was probably cutting hair for like 4 or 5 years. I may be wrong, but I know he's newer to the game. Guy goes by the name of Sly Honcho. Ridiculous. 1.4 million followers. He probably got more than that by now. I was at the Barber Grammys last year. He won content creator of the year. And this dude is killing him. But he understands the algorithm. He understands how to post, what to post,
what time to post. Yes. I've had people be like, no, you can't post between this time, not after 9, you got to set it for, I'm like, that is a separate job.
Exactly.
I just want to do hair.
And that's what allows these newer stylists and barbers to really go. Because they probably were doing this in high school before they even got to do their main thing. They mastered this already.
And what's scary is some of them don't even know the difference between purple shampoo and regular. Like, it's scary. People are like, what's purple shampoo? See? Some people don't even know what that, like, they don't know.
I know what it is.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, some of the people are coming up. I love it. I love watching it. I love looking at it. I love that, I can get hair ideas and stuff like that. But it's just, some people really don't even know psoriasis or what that means or what it looks like in the hair, the difference between dandruff. Like, it's just content.
It's content, and that's what gets them the money. Another guy named Vic Blends, he's been cutting hair for a while now, but when he first started blowing up, literally cutting hair for 4 years. but he took the content creation to that next
so
level.
he's good.
Now he's good. He probably only cut celebrities now.
Yeah.
21 Savage, Lil Baby, all these people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm looking like, well, dang, I've been cutting hair.
That's why I said, like I said, that's why I'm in school now. I'm pivoting, and I get my little here and there, my funds, flew out, go to little islands to do hair and stuff like that, and keep it humble and calm and quiet. I'm just here to do hair and make people happy and take care of my family.
Exactly. That's what I realized. I was like, I'm gonna stop looking at social media because it's gonna jack me up.
Turn it off.
So
I post and put it down.
So I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna create my own lane. Education. I feel like education is really big.
Thanks. And
people are always trying to learn something, especially a high level skill set.
Yes.
Something that's going to put more money in your pocket and work less. And I think that's across any industry. I think education is one of the bigger things you can do. So that's where I'm trying to shift to, because I don't want to be 50 or 40, even 40. No, I'm not, talking down to anybody, but that's me personally.
I mean, to be honest, how long can you stand on your feet for 12 hours and use your hands and all that? I got numbing going in my hands now, tingling in my feet now. Like it's but so long that you can stand behind a chair. I don't think we're meant to stand behind a chair for the rest of our lives. There has to be some type of pivot, whether it's in the industry or out the industry or teaching in the industry or whatever the case may be. Yes, I mean, I might be older still doing it, but I do think after a while, health-wise, I don't think you can be doing it 30, 40, 50 years just standing and doing hair.
It's evolution has to happen somewhere.
Listen.
And that's just, like you said, either within this industry or you found another love somewhere else.
Exactly.
But it has to evolve. You know what I'm saying? Like the way the cost of living is going up right now is like you have to have more than one income coming in. If you don't, I mean, if you're lucky enough to make enough money from that one thing, then great. But if you're not, or even if you are, it's always good to have multiple ways of getting money.
Because even the cost of living is going up, and the cost of these spaces to lease or buy are ridiculous. I think I was looking at something that was like 1,600 feet. They wanted like $5,000.
They tripping
for 1,600 square feet, and was not straight up five, easy. And I mean, multiple spaces. I was looking at one that was 2,600 feet, and they wanted 7,000.
Yeah, like it kind of like deters you from wanting to do something like that again.
Yes, because it's like, who is going to be able to? What you want us to do with that?
It's like I'm trying to factor in all the other bills that's going to be on top of that. Like we ain't talking about electric, we ain't talking about insurance, we're not talking about supplies, we ain't talking.
And this is 1,600 square feet.
It's like, what do you think? We just millionaires? Like, look, man, I'm trying to be. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. But I ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get there. But
that is the goal. But I'm just basically just talking about the cost of living and trying to keep your business going and wanting to do all these things. They want wine in there now. You got to give out wine, and you got to have steam treatments, and you got to have, which is great. I'm with it. Head spas and all that. I'm with all of it. But I'm like, dang, what happened to just hair? We ain't have hair steamers. We ain't do all that. You had wine in your, I don't remember never getting wine when I got my hair done. I don't remember none of that. I don't remember all that. Maybe a TV on and some music.
It's just the era we live in. I feel like everything has to be, catering and luxury, but
not luxury.
Not luxury. But I feel like it's a space for that. Not saying that everybody should do that, but it's definitely a space for that.
And then don't be mad when they're charging you $150 for a pressing curl or $120 for a cut.
So, all right. So this leads me to ask this question. So, like, what do you feel like is a fair price for? What's one of the most expensive services you do?
If I was doing like eye tips, which is like you take a piece of hair with a bead and you connect it, and kind of. It's like a seamless install. It's natural.
So how much does that one go for?
Eye tips with the hair, a full install can run you about $1,000.
Okay. So let me not ask for that one. That's like a specialized type service.
So let's just say sewing. Let's go with sewing. Okay, so a traditional install, which is just a little bit of leave out. I charge $190.
Okay. Now I'm pretty sure there's girls out there probably charging twice as much as that for that, right? Right?
Yes.
So, what's your thoughts on that? Like,
I just feel like I get it. We try to make money. So, if it's some people that's going to pay. Like, don't get it twisted. There's people that pay $300 for a sewing if they want it.
mm-hmm.
But I do feel we getting farther and farther away. I mean, I was saying this about my nails too. You pay $20. It used to be $20 to get your nails done. Now it's $70.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I just hope that we don't get so far away from clients being able to afford consistency and keeping up with their hair, mm-hmm. rather than paying so much money. Like, I'd rather someone get paid $190 for a sewing and they can come back in 4 to 6 weeks and get another one, mm-hmm. instead of trying to make that one last 3, 4, 5 months, mm-hmm. because they paid $300 or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like in some aspects, getting your hair done has become a luxury versus being something that's necessity.
It needs to be done. Yeah, it needs to be done. So,
I mean, like, if you can make a luxury haircut, then by all means do it. But I feel like the average person, they complain about a $50 haircut or like a $60 haircut for me. No. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think it is, and maybe you go through the same thing I go through. I look at other people's prices, and I know that my prices is significantly below those prices, or right at the mark of other people's prices. Mm-hmm. So if someone comes in and be like, "Dang, your sewings is $190," and I'm like, "But I seen sewings for $200, $250, mm-hmm. $275, not including wash, not including mm-hmm. the curl, not including not including certain things." So it's just, for me, it gets to a point where it's just a little bit frustrating because you see such high prices. I just would want the lower price to be accepted and appreciated. I get it.
So what do you tell the stylist that's afraid to, I mean, since you've been doing hair, have you wrote like major prices go higher, or have they stayed kind of the same since you started?
Yeah, because a sewing for me used to be $150, so I've only raised it $40, and every day I still be like, that's not sufficient enough. Like, once you go through, people don't realize, even though I'm a business owner, I still got to give a cut to the business. I still have to, get taxes taken out. So by the time it comes down to me, sometimes everyone thinks it's a lot, but it's not a lot. Once everybody got their hand in it, it's,
oh yeah, for sure,
it's down. I do say though, like, you have to make a living off of it. So I do feel like it is what it is to a certain extent. I just feel some people are kind of.
Yeah.
But again, if they have clients that are willing to pay that, then that's fine.
So what do you say to the stylist that is afraid to raise their prices to charge what they're worth? You know what I'm saying?
As long as you took a class behind it and put some extra behind it to grow your price, then I don't see a reason in growing your price. Mm-hmm. But if you just are doing a sewing at this price and then tomorrow you see somebody else doing it higher and you just wake up and say, okay, I want my prices higher. No, I don't respect that. Mm-hmm. But if you took a class and you really studied it and you really took that next level to grow that price, then grow that price. Mm-hmm.
So you were talking about classes earlier. So how important do you think it is for you to continue to be a learner, like in this industry?
Extremely. I don't care if you can't make it to the classes. YouTube University, it's so many ways that you can pick up and learn. But hair is evolving. We are learning new ways to do things, and products are changing. I do think that we do got to be like, to me, some things are unhealthy. You got to be careful. Like, you got to stay up on knowledge because everything is always constantly changing. Mm-hmm. So if you're not changing with it, if you're not growing with it, if you're not investing in knowledge and you're not getting product knowledge and you're not learning about new products coming out or anything like that, then you're kind of holding yourself back to get to the next level.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And like my class today I had earlier, that one guy that took the class, he was like, man, this is the first class I've ever been to. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm glad, what I'm saying? And not the fact that you paid me to come to my class, but I'm glad. That part too, but I'm glad that you stepped out and put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, mm-hmm. so you can learn something that's going to elevate you.
Remain hungry. Humble and hungry. Like, I swear, those are like my 2 words. I just stay humble. I always tell myself, girl, you're $1 away from. Mm-hmm. So act like it. Exactly. No matter what you driving, no matter what you walking into, no matter how much money in your pocket, no matter how many trips you go on, stay humble because you can hit your head up against the wall today.
Yeah.
Today it is done.
I was watching I was on Instagram last night and I follow this guy named Him300, I think. Yeah, Him300.
I think I seen that before.
He's a real successful dude. Yeah. They got like the whole team, like Nehemiah Davis, him, and some other people.
That's where I seen that at. And
yeah. So he was talking about the other day. He's like, man, if if you can't be in my circle if you comfortable with hitting a certain level and you want to stay there. Like I want to be 85 still getting it. Like
I don't know if I want to be 85 still getting it, because if the math is mathing right, I'm hoping that my investments will have me chilling.
Meaning like I guess he meant like not like physically manually working, but like you're always trying to better yourself in whatever it is that you're doing. Like your money is working for you. You got things moving.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I do think we hard on ourselves though. I do think we do be a little hard on ourselves. Like it's hard because I want to make money. Don't get it twisted. But I really just think I'm at a point where I'm like, I just want to be at peace with making money.
And you know the crazy part about it is how we were talking about like the shop situation and if we will open another one. I got to the point in my head, I was like, you know what? I wouldn't even care if I had to make another dollar off my business, off this shop ever again. Because my brain is so far removed from this, keeping this my center of what I feel like is going to make me successful.
Yeah. Because once you really understand this, you realize that this is the pivot. Like this is just a stepping ground. Everyone, when they be like, oh, you should do this way, I'm like, you only can make but so much money with hair. Because technically my hands got to touch stuff. In here, in my salon, my hands have to do hair. It's not like I walk in there and be like, hey, pick that up, do that, all right, and walk out. No, I'm putting 10 hours in myself, and I'm still having to break off myself to keep this running.
Exactly.
It's still fluctuating bills. It's still products that you got to get. It's a lot that goes into running this type of business. I think it's one that you can make some money off, but I don't think it's like I'm going to retire with millions in the bank because I own the salon. I don't think it's. I don't think it's that.
Unless you just became like a franchise business, you got.
And how many of those do we have?
Not a lot.
And how many of those are black owned?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, you answered that question right there.
I'm just going to stay in my lane. Not saying that I don't want the lane. If the lane came about, I would take it. But I think that in this industry, us are people, we run salons and that's what we do. And then you get stuck. You get stuck in running the salon. There's nothing. And then after that, what's next? You ran the salon.
Exactly. So what's your next level? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was great. You can get a new group of people in here because that group is going to grow. So you're going to keep running the salon, which is cool. It's cool if that's where you're at. But if you're like, I want to do this, I want to make millions, I want to make billions, you're going to have multiple streams of incomes. And the hair salon could be a part that can help you with other investments, but I can't see it making you like, bro, that's going to make you rich.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I thought it was. I'm like, I'm going to be loaded. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's what we say. You see on TV, like, oh, you got these rich people, franchise, haircutteries. Everyone got a bunch of different ones. Okay, cool. It's easy.
But once you you're doing it for so long, you start to understand the how it works and this everything that comes with it.
It's a lot more
it's
than
a lot.
this. Yeah.
It's a lot. But we're going to start wrapping it up.
Oh, Lord. I thought you was about to do the rapid question thing.
Oh, we about to do the rapid questions.
Okay, that's why
we about to do the rapid questions. So let me pull my questions out real fast.
Man.
Real quick. And at the end, shout your Instagram out, all your good stuff. All that great stuff. So hold on, we pull these questions up real fast. All right. I kind of already went over this, but I'll ask you again.
Okay.
What would be some advice you would give a new stylist?
Get under someone. Get under someone, appreciate someone else's work, and kind of like work with someone to learn. And again, just pick a lane, stay in it. Don't feel like you got to pivot into all these different lanes. Perfect something and go hard.
Next question. What's your favorite hairstyle to do?
Bust down, sew in.
Sew in?
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay.
Bust down the middle, too.
And you already answered this question already too, but would you ever open another shop again?
No. And
the last question is, what is one of your pet peeves at your shop?
Ooh, they gonna get me. Oh no. I get upset when my stylists run they book too tight. It makes me so mad to see somebody waiting, so I get all anxious and nervous. That's my biggest pet peeve.
So when they pull me too close together.
Yes, because we got a system. Just move it back 5 minutes. Like it texts them automatically. That's just don't kill me, y'all.
Oh man, well that's the show, guys. Jasmine, please give everybody your Instagram so they can go follow you, all that good stuff like that.
Yes, please follow me at Styles of Elegance Jazz. That's Jaz. Come look at my work. Come stop through. Book your appointment. All that good stuff.
And please subscribe to my channel, Six Figure Barber TV. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Comment, do all that. All right. All right, man. It's the show, Six Figure Barber Podcast. Thanks again for Jasmine coming out. No problem. That's the long time homie. Appreciate it. I really do appreciate it.
Back hair school days.
Yes, yes indeed. See y'all later. Yeah. That's a wrap.
Hey, that was fun.